Welcome to All You Can Hear, episode 123. As you can tell, I'm not any of the normal quote-unquote lads. I'm far cooler. That's right, most frequent guest, Justin, back here with a whole new crew of people who are way better than your usual podcasters. Those nerds are all on vacation, and somehow they swindled us into doing their jobs for no compensation whatsoever.
That is true.
Gonna go around the table and introduce the people who are filling in today. We're not the lads, we're the cads. To my left,
Hi, my name is Liz, and I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes yelling about how much Frank makes me mad.
much like the previous 30 minutes.
This is terrific, Trey.
That's a lie.
This is canon. The last time I was here, I was deep-throating McRibs, so now you can probably hear everything I'm saying.
The last time you were here, we were both enjoying McRibs.
Yes.
Then we went home and enjoyed more.
Yes, we did.
This is Mel's first time on this podcast, or even on a podcast in general.
Hi, this is Frank. Apparently, I'm just here to give Liz a subject.
That's pretty accurate. And again, it's your boy Justin. I have my own area on the SoundCloud. If you want to go look, I'm the best guest they've ever had, and I'm responsible for 4 of the 5 best episodes. The 5th one, of course, being when Liz was talking about Empire Strikes Back. What I'm saying is this podcast is useless without someone who isn't regular. And today we're going to talk about fuck all. Who knows? We're going to figure it out.
Everything.
Oh, yeah. No. Fuckity, fuck.
Oh, fuck you.
I was going to ask,
Could you
is
say
it okay
the
if we
fuck word on
cuss?
here?
Yeah, we can totally say the
Okay,
fuck words.
I'm sorry. I thought this was a Nicolas Cage dedicated podcast.
Oh, no.
That's coming later. Don't worry. Or I'll kill
you
them
did
all.
invite me
It'll
on,
be
Justin,
like 2
so I
hours
just assumed
gone.
that's what was going to happen.
Well, I invited you because Liz needed someone to yell at who isn't me. It gets old.
Oh, I can totally get that, yes.
But I thought we'd start with a fun game, because I want to make sure that we, as new podcasters, we need to do the same level of quality that these listeners are used to. So for the first 30 minutes, I'm going to make fart noises.
It already smells
Accurate.
like farting here, so I don't know why.
That's not me.
On brand.
Maybe because
Who's
there's
doing this?
7 men that live in this house
Yeah.
might be the first
There's
indicator.
4 of us. 3 if anyone from the law enforcement agencies are listening. Technically illegal to have more than 3 unrelated people living in the same house. Point being, game. I'm going to do a quick game because I used to love David Letterman. He always did those top 10 lists. I want to do a real quick top 5 list. It's my favorite Treys. So here we go. Number 1 is Trey Parker, creator of South Park. Number 2, Trey Anastasio from Fish. Number 3, Trey Cool from Green Day. Number 4, this one lunch tray I had back in elementary school that had a scratch that looked a lot like Abraham Lincoln. And number 5, and this concludes my top 5 list of favorite trays.
Really, Justin? Really?
Oh, Trey, didn't see you there.
Hi.
I stand corrected. I saw you, but chose to ignore you.
Green Day sucks.
Yes, it does.
I mean,
You
yes.
suck.
So does Fish. Fish is
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with the fish.
I mean, I never liked Fish,
But
but
American
Trey
Idiot,
Anastasio
come
is still
on, man.
one of the only 3 trays I could think of.
Trey's face right now is just so devastated.
I would like to point out that I have to work with this man every day, and yet I'm the one that gets shit on for hating everything. If you had to work with him every day,
You
would
do
be a
hate
hateful-
everything.
I do hate
That is
everything.
accurate. You do hate
I hate everything that sucks. Okay, it's not my fault that everything you like is terrible. Except for Lobo. You and I can agree on that.
We're about to go down that rabbit hole now, the list of
All
stuff.
You Can Hate podcast.
Yes,
Yeah,
changing
yes.
it.
But thankfully, we can still call it AYCH.
The H stands for hate.
Pretty accurate.
All you can hate.
So, I know on this show they usually talk about things they love, so they're going against the grain. Things that they think are the best things. So let's talk about stuff we hate.
Yes.
Who has a movie that they despise?
Donnie Darko is a piece of garbage, and you can fight me on that one.
Donnie Darko is
Anyone can
verbal
fight me.
diarrhea. So is Scanner Darkly. And every hacky-sacking pothead in my school was like, no, Liz, you gotta come over and watch this very intelligent movie. And it was always fucking Donnie Darko.
That or The Crow.
I'd like
The
to
Crow.
Yes.
I'd like to stop you for a second. hacky sack is fantastic,
Oh,
and I won't hear anything against it.
Justin, have you? You know what?
I've played hacky sack
That's fine.
for a long time.
That's
we did it all
fine.
through high school. It was
Hacky
fun.
sacking my nerves every day. It doesn't count.
Such an early 2000s thing. Just
Look, I just want to point out that I am usually fine and pleasant, and
is a
you
lie.
look at me and get angry, and
Yeah.
that's hardly my fault.
You shouldn't have such an anger-inducing face, Justin. It's not
But
my
you,
fault.
everything makes you angry.
Again, just things that suck.
I mean, she loves Darwin and puppers in general, so that doesn't make her angry.
Shout out to the best dog in the entire world, my dog, Darwin. Thank you. Whoop, whoop.
I like Piper better.
Piper's also the best dog in the world.
So, Cannon, I hear you have a story about something you hate from Taco Bell.
This past week has been a god-awful week to be a patron at this fast food joint. We tend to get the spicy potato tacos, because that sauce, goddamn, that sauce, man.
Accurate.
On this one particular excursion, we had 4 of those potato tacos, and all of them were like left over from, 7 a.m. We went at 6 p.m. I couldn't eat them. I mean, sure, they're $1, but it's the principle of the matter. But last night, they ruined the best thing. One of the best things that's on the menu.
The quesadilla?
The cheesy gordita crunch. Quesadilla is
Oh,
also
yes.
good.
Right? Yeah, I love
But
that quesadilla.
cheesy gordita crunch, 2 things that make it awesome. The cheese in between both shells.
Sure.
And you got that awesome sauce. What is it, like some sort of spicy ranch sauce?
I don't know what it is, but if they bottled it, I would buy it in bulk.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm the one that always gets none of that on mine.
Get
That's
out.
because salt
Leave.
is too spicy for you, Mel.
You're dead.
Yes, because it is spicy. So it's like, no.
You say that too often.
People keep dying to me by having horrible life choices.
But the 2 things that make that item awesome were not included yesterday. I get like halfway through this damn thing, and I realize there's no cheese here. And there's like one little of sauce on this thing, and I'm just disappointed. And also, Justice League. Fucking... I'm sorry, going back to the movie thing. Every time I see like this, I see this thing in Walmart or anywhere, the trailer would come on. Oh, Justice League! I'm like, don't fucking tell me what to do. Are you serious right now? I'm sorry, that movie to
tell
this
me
day
how to live
just
my life.
angers me to my inner core.
It's pretty awful.
I feel like Trey has something to say.
No, I was going to say that movie is horrible. It's complete trash.
It is awful.
Excellent observation, Trey.
Spot on.
What
Yeah.
else do we hate, Justin?
Well, I know that I personally hate the angry feelings of friends, and I just want to make them feel better.
Again, if the shop burns down, I wasn't there. I have no idea how the fire started.
I have excellent insurance.
It must be nice.
It was required by the lease.
Let me get Liz started here. I hate cheesecake.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Okay,
all of us know what the fuck is wrong with you.
I have just discovered, in my 31 years, almost 32 years of being alive, that there is this large section of the world that hates cheesecake.
I'm
And
sorry,
I
your
have one
mother didn't
question.
love you.
I have one question. Who fucking hurt you?
Has there
Well,
ever
there
been
was
a-
this girl in 3rd grade who called me a stupid face, and I don't know how a face can be stupid.
But Frank, back in 3rd grade, wasn't it just a one-room schoolhouse for all of the kids? For you?
It was really like in the church basement because we really couldn't afford a schoolhouse.
Right.
'Cause
Because there were only
You
three
know, at that
buildings
time,
in the
Tuscaloosa
town.
was such a small community.
Yes,
But we
3
had
buildings.
47
There were
churches.
horses.
Yeah, we had plenty of churches because if Alabama does nothing, they build a fucking church.
Yeah.
On
Every corner.
Oh, where my parents live out in Duncanville, which is, for those of you who don't live in this podunk ass town, a long way away and even more podunk. Let's just say if there was an accident, roll tide, hail Sabin. But no, like if you try to go to Duncanville, it would take 15 minutes tops for the cops to make it out there in an emergency. Trust me, we've tested this theory.
Just randomly
There are
down
still,
01.
out in Duncanville, where there is nothing but a trailer park, 3 churches within 5 minutes of each other.
The church
chicken
where I
joint
used
or the actual or an actual?
I wish it was the chicken joint. The 3 actual churches. And I'm just like, this is roll tide.
the church where I used to work was located on Church Street, and 2 houses over was a different church on the same street.
And they're always packed, every single one of them. Like, where
And
do
I would
people
not be
even
surprised
live?
if they were both just variations of Baptist.
No, one was Methodist.
Oh, was
the
it?
other was Southern Baptist. We didn't like them infringing on our turf, you see. We,
So in terms of West,
Okay, but I would watch that. Like
Church Turf War, new
War.
series. Please make this happen.
Isn't that just the Crusades?
there was no fighting. It was all passive-aggressive bless your hearts at each other.
A bunch of angry old white women around a picnic table.
Can you hear the thunder in the
So
podcast? Because that would
just-
be rad as fuck.
Yeah, it's
Just
thundery
a
outside.
normal Sunday then, Frey.
Storm's coming.
Right, so the best movie of all time is 1994 Street Fighter.
That should tell you why he makes me mad. Just in general.
Look,
Like,
that movie has the greatest line of any movie in history. Okay?
Go ahead and say the line, Justin.
I'm about to. Don't worry. So when Chun-Li has been captured by M. Bison, played by the wonderful Raul Julia,
I hate everything.
rest in peace, she's discussing why she hates him so much. She's saying, my village, you raided my village with your militia, and we drove you back, farmers with pitchforks, ha ha ha. But you had my father shot on the way out, a hero at 100 paces. And M. Bison turns around and says, I'm sorry, I don't remember it. And she goes, what? How can you not remember? And he says, for you, the day Bison graced your village was the greatest day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. And that's when I knew Street
Welcome to
Fighter was the
Justin.
greatest movie of all time.
Do you know how many times I've heard this?
For what it's worth, that line is pretty great.
That is a great line.
for that terrible movie.
Plus, it has Jean-Claude Van Damme playing American war hero.
Yeah.
I mean,
Guile.
there's your issue
Can't even
right
speak
there, though.
goddamn English. And he is
My
Giving
favorite
me
trope in
flashbacks.
movies: non-Americans playing American heroes.
He's got the American flag tattooed on his shoulder.
I mean, I feel like that's fair to have somebody like Scarlett Johansson playing, an Asian robot hero, even
And
though
a Russian
technically-
spy.
And a Russian spy.
But I got a question for you, Justin. What's better, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Oh, Street Fighter by far.
You're wrong there.
And this is where Mel gets up with the chair. Say it again,
Rolling
Justin.
chair.
Thank God these are not folding chairs.
In
I fold up chair, walk out the door.
best
Put it
fighting
down.
game, it's the Dead or Alive series for me.
Okay, that is true.
I love
Yeah,
that
so that-
series.
The
It's so
jiggle
good.
all the way up. That is the only way to play it.
Also, the
That is
Dead or
true.
Alive
They do have
movie.
maximum amount of jiggle in that
The
game.
Dead or Alive movie is so fun. I own that DVD also.
You mean
I
starring
also have that
Kevin
DVD.
Nash?
Kevin Nash is in it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yes.
right. Bringing it back to Raslin.
Heavens to Betsy.
Speaking of which, we are 1 week away from AEW's All Out pay-per-view,
Too sweet. Whoop whoop.
and Moxley just got injured.
Fuck.
Did you hear who is
Yeah.
replacing him, though?
Yeah,
Pac is replacing
Pac
him.
versus
So
Omega.
mad right now.
But it's gonna be Omega and Pac.
I know that's gonna be great, but
I still want him to come out wearing that purple cape. Like, I just want him to keep that gimmick
That
forever.
was a great case.
please no.
Yes.
No, the only cape is when 2K glitched and that cape just filled up the entire arena on
That's
me.
terrifying.
I wish I still had that saved because that was a funny moment. In that.
So, these idiots usually talk about food too, right?
I would like to talk about a underground joint many of you may not have heard of. It's called Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell. No, I've never heard of that.
No cheese.
They feature the same 5 ingredients, just recycled in different crusts.
So
It's the
all
best
Mexican
restaurant.
food, boom.
I heard it's so authentic. It's
Wait, what'd you
very
say, Justin?
authentic.
So all Mexican food.
Okay,
I hate
wanna
you
die?
so much.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Has there ever been a death on a podcast?
Because it's about to happen.
You know, probably.
2 deaths? Well, guess what? Lucky number 3. I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not saying it's bad.
I know I was talking about Taco Bell ironically, but I really hope you couldn't hear my stomach just growling furiously on the podcast.
How angry are all of we? Angry.
It's like that's the best segue. We're going to mix wrestling and food because after this we're going to the Oscar buffet. You're going to eat chicken and get kicked in the face all at the same
I
time.
will say their fish was very, very good.
Who the hell goes to a buffet and eats fish?
fish.
No.
I
You
did.
do.
Yeah. Well, I also
They also
again,
had a whole ham
goes back.
and
yeah, there's
prime
a
rib.
whole ham
I'm
there.
taking that ham.
And a
Just
whole
the
roast.
ham. I'm going to put it on a tray.
I've never eaten sushi at a buffet.
No, because I'm not a degenerate.
Sushi in general is garbage.
I've eaten sushi at
Yeah,
all.
thank you.
Who
I
said
hate
that?
sushi.
Sushi at a buffet
That
is
totally-
for people who don't really like sushi.
Yeah, sushi's a buffet with people with health insurance, and I don't have that.
Look, that sushi comment was done by someone just walking by and definitely wasn't Winsel, who's not here, with Pat and Jonathan watching. Ridiculous. Don't even consider
you
that as
hear
a
nothing.
No, but
possibility.
they're on vacation.
Yeah.
How?
They're gone. How we got them on Skype. That's it.
How sad would that be if they were here making us do their jobs while
Right?
they stood around and did diddly shit?
That would be the
wouldn't happen.
worst.
Speaking of things that are terrible, Daredevil sucks.
No, Pat, don't do it.
Elbow
I mean-
drop.
The only season of Daredevil that was good was second season because Punisher was in it.
Yeah, true. I would like
That
to
is true.
point out that Pat's face is redder than normal, which is really
It
hard.
matches his
Matches his
shirt.
Daredevil shirt.
It totally does.
Wait, do you not like Daredevil?
I do. I was just fucking with Pat.
Oh, okay.
Prepare for
from
Pat
somewhere
next time to
else?
just shit on Punisher.
Also, no spoilers. I haven't seen season 3 yet. I'm so behind on everything. God, I'm missing all the things.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's canceled.
It was super crazy when Daredevil and Foggy had sex. It was totally unexpected.
Now I have to see this. Are you kidding me?
Somewhere a 15-year-old girl is like, they got my fan fiction. Yeah.
Blind man, like, fucking a
Gotta go to
frog.
Tumblr.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, everyone's talking about
Quality
Into the
content.
Spider-Verse, and oh no, Tom Holland isn't Sony, and we're getting all the Spider-Man crossovers. I want a Punisher-verse, okay? I want Dolph Lundgren, Thomas Jane, John Bernthal, and fuck it, get Ray Stevenson in there too, and just have a team of Punishers.
I am for this.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
If you
That
add
would
Cosmic
be-
I mean, it
Ghost
could
Rider
be
into the
worse than
mix,
some of the
I'm in.
others.
well, we need to have him on film first.
That'll be his debut.
That'd be awesome.
He'll be the team fucking leader.
That's fair. He is the oldest and the most
Yes.
powerful and the most crazy
And the best version.
Currently the most popular. Yeah.
Who's the hottest Punisher?
Well, Dolph Lundgren, of course.
Oh my god.
Well, it's
John Barenthal.
Exactly,
First
thank
of
you.
all.
no, it's Cosmic Ghost Rider. His head is literally on
It's on
fire.
fire!
Okay, that's true.
Look, Dolph Lundgren. Okay, Dolph Lundgren was not only Punisher, he was also He-Man. I'm told he was in Aquaman, which I refuse to see because Jason Momoa is the goddamn devil.
Wait. What? Why? Well, I am not a Jason Momoa fan by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh my
And
God,
that
he was in
Aquaman
that.
movie was garbage. And I said it. It was like 90s CGI and not in a fun way.
I did not like their lighting choices in it at all.
Yeah.
Because it kept on tripping me up every single time, especially
come
when
at
they're
me.
underwater.
Like I did not like that movie, and everybody was just one of the no. Wonder Woman and Shazam were fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I still need to see
Anyway,
Shazam.
why do you hate Jason Momoa so much?
Well, let me tell you.
Hold on to your
Okay.
hats, folks.
First off, Jason Momoa isn't an actor. Do you know what an actor does? An actor plays characters. Jason Momoa is in everything he's in, just Jason Momoa.
That's my argument with Scarlett Johansson too.
Right, she's not an actress.
she's-
Terrence Howard.
yeah, she's
But
just
Jason Momoa,
herself.
in Stargate Atlantis, he was Jason Momoa underwater. He then transitioned to Game of Thrones, where he was Jason Momoa with subtitles. He also did Conan the Barbarian, which he ruined, where he was
Oh
Jason
my
Momoa
God.
with a sword.
That was so bad.
And then he was Jason Momoa underwater again for Aquaman.
But he's hot.
Is he?
It makes your mom
I'm
happy.
thinking the Conan is where the hate really began.
Oh, that's where it started. That's where it
Yes.
fucking started for sure.
Well, that's what I like to silence all of the people that came into the shop talking about how much they liked Aquaman. I was like, oh yeah, I just didn't have a desire to see moist Jason Momoa and then stop
Moist.
talking about it.
Just from the trailer, you have Patrick Wilson standing in Atlantis with blonde, slick back hair, looking like somebody pissed in his Cheerios, and he's about to impale them with a trident. That's Aquaman.
It's Aquaman.
He's got a point.
Okay? If Jason Momoa wanted to play Maui from Moana in Aquaman, great. He can make his own damn fanfic
Listen,
movie.
we're not going to shit on Maui like that.
No.
That's
I was gonna say that's
only
I love
time
it.
I've ever loved The Rock as much as I have.
I love Moana. It's a great movie.
I've watched that movie more
But
than I.
The Rock would have
wanna
been a
admit.
bad Aquaman too.
You're right.
Can we talk about how the guy who gave us Saw ended up giving us Aquaman.
Wait, really?
Really?
James
James Wan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but if it had been just like an underwater murder fest, I would have watched it.
Well, I mean, he's
That
done a
would've
lot
been
of
completely
other
different
stuff. Didn't he do
story.
it? He was Insidious, right? That's his
Yeah.
series,
Yeah,
and
that's
he did a
his.
few Fast and
Yeah.
the Furious.
This is
Yeah.
So yeah, he's climbed up there. It's not like giving someone who's only ever like done a substitute job for director on one movie and written several other terrible ones. It's not like giving a guy like that a movie to helm. Dark Phoenix.
I cannot wait
refuse
to
to
watch
see
that
it.
piece of
Oh
garbage.
no, I'm gonna
so
Redbox
ready to watch that.
Like
the
it doesn't
hell
even
out
look
of
like
that.
it'd be fun. Like I don't want. I mean, watching Jennifer Lawrence sleepwalk through a role where she couldn't even bother to be painted one last time. So, I'm gonna be CGI or I walk. You're contracted. Fuck you. That's how I imagine she talks.
Commentary track on Dark Phoenix. That's an episode.
Yep.
We have to make that happen.
Oh yeah, that. Whew.
That's gonna be.
Well, these
I'm
assholes
ready
already
to
made me
watch
watch
that
Phantom Menace. I don't want to watch something else terrible.
Phantom Menace is a terrible that was necessary to our lives. Dark Phoenix has no
There's
purpose
yeah.
at all.
No, when we watched that movie, like we heckled the first 30 minutes, and then the next 6.5 hours it was on, we were just dead. 6.5. It was probably like an hour and a half, but it felt like all goddamn.
Phantom Menace
week.
is the one that I can watch the most without like my stomach turning. Like, but yeah, Dark Phoenix. Like, I can't even watch the trailers. I'm like, is this a joke?
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw it the
Did you
first
ever
time.
think that you might think that the X-Men Last Stand was a better handling of the Phoenix Saga than something else?
It's genuinely upsetting.
I am not a fan. I know this comes as a surprise to everyone of any of the X-Men movies except for Logan,
Sure.
where I cried like a blubbering
yeah.
idiot.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That was a wonderful rendition of it.
Like I only like 4 of them.
I don't like it. I mean, there were some that I hated
The,
less than
the first
others.
two. First
I
X-Men
lose
was
track.
really good. Like I saw the
Seriously.
first X-Men in theaters. X2 for a long time was my favorite superhero movie, and then Last Stand was Last Stand, and then Origins Wolverine was a war crime.
If only there was a way for people to enjoy X-Men in a good fashion. I don't know, like the 2 X-Men books that are out right now.
Yeah.
That are phenomenal. I have never enjoyed X-Men more than I'm reading right now, and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I can't read.
Well, you can look at the pretty pictures.
The art's very good.
I don't know that if you're aware of this, the comic books have pictures
That
of them.
explains a lot, Winslow.
Winslow,
Oh
who
wait,
is on
Wenzel's not
Skype.
here.
We are
yeah.
connected
Here.
on Skype with Winslow.
No, I'm communicating with him through the
Skype.
pentagram on
Yep.
the floor that I've drawn. I've summoned him.
Yeah, I am a demon.
Oh yes, I am a demon.
You're forgetting the 90s cartoon.
Okay, X-Men 92 was amazing,
Yes.
and X-Men Evolution was great.
Evolution was awesome.
I
yeah.
loved Evolution.
That was
So,
very-
so far, the best adaptation of the X-Men.
Yeah. What 92? Yeah, it was the only time I didn't just like cringe whenever Gambit was anywhere near me.
I still do. He is still my least favorite X-Men character.
But he throws cards.
Look,
He is still my least favorite X-Men
Is that
character.
why you-
That includes Adam X, the Extreme.
Oh my god.
I don't know
But
who that
listen,
Exactly. That's
What
what I'm
about-
talking about.
Frank,
Okay.
what about the greatest X character
You
of
shut
all
your mouth.
time? Our new Lord and Savior.
your mouth.
I have threatened to get that T-shirt, and Justin has threatened to ban me from his home.
Actually,
By ban, I mean
was about
throw
to
you out by your collar.
I
and
was
belt.
about to say Major X, but then I realized that you thought I was going to say the true Lord and Savior, our goddess of disco, Dazzler,
Yeah. See, the difference is Major X is written by Rob Liefeld,
who
so,
is a joke.
so it doesn't matter because no one else will ever use him.
You don't want the soul.
It
of
may
X.
as well be its own little dimension thing. Dazzler, though, her power is disco.
I mean,
That is
what's
incorrect.
wrong?
No, her power is disco. I don't
Jazz.
care what they say. She turns sound into light. You know how hard you have to try to make Jubilee look badass?
Still better than Vampire Mother, not Vampire anymore, Jubilee, who has not changed her outfit since '92.
I mean,
Comics are
Dazzler wears
Comics
rollerblades, for God's sake.
Also,
Rollerblades.
Trey's here.
Right.
Oh,
Is it really
Hi, when
been
did you
since the
come in
90s
here?
Since her outfit hasn't changed?
I think that they put
She-
longer pants on her.
no,
at
in
one
in
point.
90,
And they gave her a trench
It was like
coat.
95, 96ish. Whenever Generation X was,
Yeah.
they gave her the Generation X bodysuit and just had her put the yellow jacket over it.
Yes. Also, she was a vampire, and then she,
She was a
had
vampire
baby.
for a while.
I knew that
And then
part.
Quentin Quire made
I am
her
pretty
not
sure because she is so non-distinct that without the jacket, nobody would know who the fuck she was.
Accurate, yes.
That's
Yeah,
very true.
Very
Troubling.
accurate, yeah.
Unlike Dazzler, who has gone through many changes and many genres of music
I will
and many
say,
outfits. And
I
everything.
enjoyed her in Astonishing X-Men because it started off showing how her career is completely tanked, and she was playing to a small, half-filled club of about 20 people.
Listen, I liked her in A-Force.
I haven't read A-Force in so long.
A-Force, the original like Secret Wars A-Force
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, that was because She-Hulk is awesome. Quick shout out if anyone hasn't read John Byrne's run of She-Hulk from the late 80s, early 90s, you definitely need to check that out. See, she was Deadpool before Deadpool was Deadpool.
Yes,
she
she
knew
was.
she was in
Yeah.
a comic. She rescued a group of people by ripping through the page and running across the ads once. It was amazing.
Okay,
Love
can
that
we
run.
can we get that for me?
I've
my
been looking. It's out of print right
No,
now.
okay, it's-
But I'll see if I can't find some because I need a copy for myself. I love John Burns. And also, going back to Gambit, I will say there is a 2-issue run in Ultimate X-Men written by Chuck Austen, who you might know as the worst writer in the history of comic books for the X-Men. And I'm not just saying that because he was doing X-Men for Uncanny while Grant Morrison was being great on New X-Men. I'm saying that because who did Chuck Austen create? You remember? You remember Frank? Come on. Say it. Say her name. Say her name,
I
Frank.
won't say it.
Say her name, Frank.
Fuck you, Justin.
Just go look that up. What was her power, Frank?
Oh, I need
I know you love her.
Wasn't it basically just she was an ex-whore? Yes. And I don't mean like former
Who is
prostitute.
this?
I mean mutant whore. Wasn't that her?
I need to know.
I
Go
believe.
ahead, Frank.
I believe
Go ahead,
so.
Frank, tell him. I want you
No.
to say it.
The listeners need to know.
Come
You
on,
go.
Frank.
You go
Come on,
ahead. You're doing a
Frank.
good job.
Yeah, Justin, tell him.
Point being,
Tell him the name, Justin.
oh no. I want Frank to say it.
Say it, Frank.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Yes, you do.
Totally slipped my mind. No idea. Back on subject. The She-Hulk series was really good.
Fine.
I did go back and collect that series.
All right.
Hang on.
I'm going to
We're gonna get a history
find.
lesson
I'm going to find her whole thing.
because I honestly don't know who he's
I have
talking
no
about.
clue.
and
Because
I've
no
read
one
X-Men
else-
since I
No
was
one else
15.
used her. I want to read her full biography.
Oh, good.
But the
Cannon's
point.
over there googling it too.
Is it Stacy X?
Oh, there she is.
All I typed in was X-Men whore, and she. Please tell me this is correct.
It is correct. All right.
Story time.
Here we go. She first appeared as a member of the Nevada mutant brothel, the X Ranch.
What?
The X-Ranch.
Yeah. She
Wow.
plays a vital role in fighting Black Tom, using her powers to seduce him and releasing other trapped X-Men. Let's go and find her powers and abilities.
Oh my god.
She had snake-like scaly skin,
Oh,
They
that's,
gave her,
that's my
attractive.
fetish.
durability. She could control others' pheromones through skin contact.
Heavens to bits.
So a little bit of Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman before Bendis ever messed with her like that. Through those pheromones, she can produce sensations and physical reactions in anyone she touches, including healing, increasing stamina, no reason boners, that sort of thing. Also, Chuck Austen wrote her, because he created her, to be an expert fighter, even able to beat Wolverine.
That was his purpose.
I'm sure.
Because that's the combo you want.
He's
And then
feminist.
Whore ninja.
Yeah.
And then, just to cement
Psylocke?
what sort of tier level she was on, she joined the New Warriors.
Oh God.
So Chuck Austen created her, and that wasn't even the worst part of that X-Men run. But the point is, there is a 2-issue arc in Ultimate X-Men where Chuck Austen writes the ultimate version of Gambit in what is, honest to God, my favorite Gambit story of all time. It's genuinely excellent, and it's the only good thing the son of a bitch ever wrote.
So I know what I'm getting you all for Christmas.
Chuck Austin's run of Uncanny X-Men.
Yes.
First appearance of Stacy X.
The X Ranch. Good God.
X-Ray.
How have I not? Maybe I just blocked it out of my memory.
Well, no one read that
Like
run
trauma.
because that was when Grant Morrison was doing New X-Men and being
That's
awesome.
fair. Yeah.
And then no one else used her because why in God's name would you put her in a book?
Honestly, that was when I was not reading X-Men, so
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I only heard this. I did not
Stacy
actually
X.
purchase the books to read them.
Stacy X. If there's one mutant that could rival Dazzler being the worst, it was her.
Could you Google her for me real quick?
But
I wanna
Dazzler's
see
been
what she
around,
looks
like-
like. Yeah, I wanna see
Okay.
what she looks like.
Dazzler's been
How
around
bad?
for
I mean, yeah,
fucking forever.
Dragon scale lady.
Yeah.
Because you got Snake Lady, who's also a whore, so I'm out. Want nothing to do with that.
Here you go.
That's where you draw the line.
We're gonna get
Oh my God.
Pat. We're gonna need you to put this on the.
heavens to Betsy.
We're gonna need you to put that
There
on
you
the
go.
thing.
Show Mel. Show Mel.
Yeah.
Show Mel.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stomach scales.
I was
where
gonna
it
say,
really
what
get
was
me.
like the
For the three of you listening along,
Forget
go ahead
abs.
and
I
Google
want stomach
Stacy X
scales.
and enjoy this with us.
Find out if Chuck Austin's on Twitter. She's like, first of all, how dare you?
Howard shitting all over his.
That's a new body
Like,
goal.
hey, at Chuck Austin, I am on a podcast pooping all over your creation right now.
Honestly,
I'm just so tired of these unrealistic
No, Cannon.
expectations for women, Mel.
Cannon, make sure you get it right.
How
We're
dare
pooping
they.
all over his career, not just his character. But he should be used to that because everyone's pooped all over his
Okay,
career.
This can't be Chuck Austin. He only has 299 followers.
I mean,
I mean,
it could be.
That
Is
sounds
it
about
just
right.
His, like, his
Austin is spelled with an E instead of an I, by the
His
way.
profile picture is literally her.
Oh, okay.
A-U-S-T-E-N.
Austin?
Yeah,
Not
Austin.
a fucking name. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Cannon getting real grumpy.
No, I was channeling my inner
Liz?
no. Oh fuck! Why is his name escaping
Gordon
me?
Ramsay?
No, the Kevin Smith's co-host on Hollywood Babylon.
I forget.
He like calls people out for like not having real names. Like
I don't
so and so
know.
wrote
I
in.
don't
By the
listen
way,
to podcasts.
not a real name.
There's only one podcast I listen to, Cannon.
And
And
what's
it's
that?
Michael Rosenbaum's Inside of You. Fantastic podcast.
That is a good show.
Yeah, he just started a new one with another guy where they talk about the things they love. So, Liz, you'd hate that. I'm sorry.
Yep.
This
Yep,
can't be.
that's
Charles Austin Pumps? No, that's not.
That seems unlikely. This is riveting stuff
Start
so far.
tagging.
I know.
Although the next 30 minutes of us searching Twitter.
Although an adult-only book just popped up called Lizard Lady. I don't know if that's him or not.
That is.
Scandalous.
She looks less lizardy than the other person.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
All right, I'm done.
That also reminds me of John Byrne's independent book, Babes,
No, stop.
which was about babes. And also the great book by Peter David and George Perez, which I'm sending my Chrome copy to get signed at DragonCon, called Sax and Violins. That is
Oh,
S-A-C-H-S.
That's a
and
classic right there.
Violens. It's about something or other. I tried to read it, and it's the worst.
I was gonna say I don't know what
Yeah.
this is. I'm afraid
Come
to ask.
visit us at the comic strip in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, right off of Hargrove Road.
Liz,
There's
plugs
your
come
plug.
at the end of the show. We have much more shitting on to do.
Damn, I thought this was over. I'm hungry. I want to go get my shoe leather potatoes from Taco Bell and
Well-
go get kicked in the face at Oscar Buffet.
That's fair.
You were getting
Can
your
we,
fish
can we
on
make fun of
buffet.
Cannon for a minute for waiting over an hour in a drive-through to get a chicken sandwich?
Okay.
First of all,
Hold the fucking phone. I'm going to settle this debate right now, okay? Yes. Once this whole trend popped up, I made the mistake of going to Popeyes. The original plan was to go to Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. Well, apparently the entire population of Tuscaloosa had the exact same idea I
Roll
had
Tide.
because Chick-fil-A, both lines were just flooded with people. So I was like, you know what? I'll go to Popeyes first, go to the Chick-fil-A on the other side of town. I go to Popeyes. After waiting almost an hour, I finally get these sandwiches, and I'm like, you know what? Change of plan. I'm going to get one regular and one spicy. Not even attempt to go to the other Chick-fil-A because, good God Almighty, actual Jesus might be there signing autographs. So, but yes, long story short, I was in line for an hour, and Popeyes has a better chicken sandwich than Chick-fil-A. There, I said it.
I would just like to say that, the spokespeople for Chick-fil-A say you're going to hell for eating at Popeyes.
You know what? It's fine
I'm
because
going to
hell
hell
has
for
better
many
chicken there.
things. And if it's the fucking chicken that sends me there, I'm ready. That's fine.
My mom tagged me in a picture of like somebody who actually got the Popeye sandwich, cut it open, and it was raw. And Mom's like, "What do you got to say about this?" I was like, "Well, ours was fucking cooked, so."
I'm sorry
Right.
that one place was garbage.
This chicken was this sandwich was bigger than my fucking head.
It's a
It was
big
so
ass.
good. I had to unhinge my jaw like Stacy X to.
We just
Oh yeah, Pat has a. Oh, I'm sorry, Pat, who is not here right
my
now,
God.
is showing us
Let
a
me
picture of
yes,
the sandwich.
Pat has texted all of us at the same time a picture of the sandwich.
You might as well
Because, of course, he's not here, because that would be
It was an
ridiculous.
entire chicken between two buns. It was. So, I don't even like pickles. As the older I get, the more I learn to appreciate pickles on sandwiches. I can't just eat a pickle, but
Pickles are amazing.
Pickles and tomatoes on sandwiches are completely
tomatoes
garbage.
can go straight to hell.
Pickles are too spicy
Tomatoes
for
are not good.
Pickles just
Wenzel,
suck.
Pickles
if you
are the
were
worst.
Here,
Pickles
I
by
would
themselves.
fight you.
Pickles by
Pickles
themselves
are the
are
worst
terrible.
thing.
But
Why don't you go
pickles
eat your
on
garbage
things-
like gas station sushi and stay over there?
Wait, you eat gas station sushi?
No, I do not. But you know,
This was a topic on a previous.
No, we're gonna have a long discussion.
Would you rather go to gas station and have sushi or eat like really like high dollar sushi off the ground?
Depends on how many times it hit the ground.
Could I just get a Big Mac instead?
Where is the ground? That's the big question.
I don't like sushi.
Skyland Boulevard.
I mean, I appreciate sushi, I guess, but like, I'm definitely not a sushi person. And like, anytime you say, "Hey, do you want to go out to eat?" I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my god."
You want to get some fish?
I mean,
some fish.
No, I want my food cooked. If I'm gonna
Yes.
pay $35 for some food, I don't want it to be little fishes in a roll.
yeah, I could go get my own raw fish and eat it at home.
It's not. It's technically
It's like
not
almost
raw,
every roll
but
I get is
still.
cooked.
you can get
I-
sushi.
It's not the. It's
I
principle
still don't
thing.
like. I don't like cold food like that unless it's like a dessert. I don't like cold like entree food.
I am not a picky eater. I would like to preface that. I
am.
not a picky eater at all. But I will eat sushi. But I don't. I never just want sushi.
You don't crave.
What about rock and roll?
Could I
But I
get?
always want fucking tacos.
Couldn't I just get fried, batter dipped sushi?
They do have fried sushi, yes.
Side of hush puppies, some French
I
fries.
will
It's
say-
basically fried shrimp with freaking rice wrapped around
Man, I'm
it.
just gonna go to Captain D's.
That
Fuck it.
Tuscaloosa roll from Ichiban can get it now. I will eat 8 of those without even breaking a sweat.
Is it in the shape of a football?
I mean, it's just Nick Saban brings it to you and punts it into your mouth and then shames you for eating it.
It's really good.
It's very good.
Has anybody eaten a Glory Bound lately?
We're not going to talk about Tuscaloosa Glory Bound.
No, we're gonna talk about it. Talk about it right.
Well, we don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about the two guys who were fucking on the bar.
Can we stop making the news for stupid shit? Oh, you didn't hear about that, Mel?
Oh boy! Story time.
We were trending. Cannon comes into the shop. Cedric just happens to be in town, and Cannon comes into the shop, flings the door open, did not give a shit who was in the shop, and just screams, "Have you seen YouTube?" And we're like, "What?" And two gentlemen who were in love,
Well, that's not
As you do.
necessarily
who were
true.
caught
Insulting.
expressing their love for one another with every light on, the TV's on, in a restaurant that is surrounded by giant floor-to-ceiling windows.
Windows.
They were
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was
wow.
a big one and a little one, and they were struggling a little bit. And there's people that are filming it, and they're just screaming. They're like, "You know, we can see you."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, but
have
I
you
really
not
want
heard
to
about
Google
this?
this.
I mean,
It's like it's not the fact that it was just two guys screwing. It was the fact that they were
It's
doing
out
it in
the
a
open.
restaurant.
Yeah, at a
in the
restaurant.
middle, it wasn't even. It was like what 10 o'clock at night, which is when the strip is alive.
Yeah.
And people were. I mean,
You can
obviously,
see in, obviously. Even with the lights off, you can still see in.
I mean, obviously, you want to get caught. And I'm fine.
I mean, it's probably-
whatever floats your fucking boat. But Jesus Christ.
my
Get the Clorox wipes.
It is
at
not
least.
the act or the public act that's bothering you. It's the fact that it's in a restaurant.
Yes.
There are
Yeah.
standards.
But
The
yeah,
audacity.
the
Food is made there. Show some goddamn respect.
That's right.
the best thing to happen in that whole situation was the local Tuscaloosa Arby's tweeted out, we no longer have the meats. That title now goes to Glory Bound. You'd expect that from Wendy's, but oh my God, Arby's just like.
Arby's has the best advertisement ever.
Well, this is the local Arby's. They're not like, I don't think that if the official Arby's Twitter would probably like, oh no, you don't eat.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go back to talking about nerd stuff.
Okay, we can talk about another
I was
mutant.
talking about Arby's.
Arby's.
North Star.
Stop talking about things I don't know.
North Star is boring.
What is your list? Let me see your
Oh, that's just the
Justin made the
plugs.
list.
No, that's Pat's list for the plugs at the end of the episode.
we have to make sure to plug them,
Yeah,
everybody.
we have to make sure to plug
They're
their
not
podcast
here.
that
This is
people are
corporate
already
America.
listening to that they're not even fucking hosting today.
Welcome.
No, let's talk about what they want.
You do realize this is going to be like the greatest episode.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I think people are going to be like, who are these fucking assholes?
Where's their podcast?
This is this is the All You Can Hate episode. Don't forget.
I think the poll
Spin-off.
that should be posted at the end of this is, who did you dislike more?
Speaking of hate, I would like to point out that the band Knock Loose is the worst thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. And I'm so mad that people like this band. It was so bad when these white t-shirt wearing children came on stage and they're like, hi Tuscaloosa, hey Alabama. I'm like, oh, okay. This is the metal band, or quote unquote metal band, that everyone is like losing their mind over. They said I was going to have a good time. All right. And then this child puts his nuts in a vice and shrieks like a velociraptor for an hour on stage. And I thought, now I'm a metalhead, okay? I like metal. This was not, I don't know what the fuck this was. I thought it was so
Screamo, probably.
bad. It was so bad when he started screaming. I almost dropped my beer. I was laughing so hard. I was looking around to see, oh, is this a joke? This is like a joke band, right? No. All these burly white dudes and their Knock Loose shirts are like doing a little thrash dance around me. And I'm like, oh God, this is real life.
It's like, but
Get me out of here.
But the thing is, he talked the same way he sang. It wasn't like she wasn't kidding. It sounds like a velociraptor with its testicles in a vice. Like, I'm sorry, I probably just blew all your ears out on that one. But that is what he
can
sounded
fix
like.
that.
People are like going ape shit over this band. Like I'll give the musicians in the group, they're fine. But the singer just ruined.
Replace
They're
him.
not the worst.
They're not the.
I'm genuinely mad that you.
That other band,
What other band?
that one we saw.
Shh, no, we're not gonna do that.
Oh, see, that's the one I
No,
thought you
we're
were
not gonna do
talking
that.
about. Because I remember
No,
you
no.
were talking. Yeah.
Also, their CD is in Target because I went to the label's Twitter because I wanted to see if they were promoting Boston Manor, a good band who is signed with the same label. Yeah, like Target, they're like, oh, Best Buy won't carry any new music because they're getting rid of CDs. But guess what? Target carries Knock Loose. I was like, well, Target, you fucked up.
You have to keep that in. That's Mel's actual hiccup.
We can't remove it.
Good.
I'm genuinely mad at you
I
for
was trying to
showing me
contain
that
it.
band.
It's not okay. Look them up on YouTube.
I did.
You may like them. They don't sound nearly as bad on YouTube because they have somehow made this man sound less like Screechy McScreecherton.
You told me about
And,
them. We looked
like,
up.
and everybody, oh, did they tear the house down? I was like, well, they almost tore my ear hole.
And the guitar player sounded just like a Muppet. Alabama, how you doing? You know what I like?
Now, I would pay to go
Circle
see the
Pit.
Muppets doing metal.
Oh, me too.
Every time.
Have you not heard of Animal? Come on, man.
Well, you saw the Muppets Bohemian Rhapsody cover from a few years back, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God! How did you not know? Yes, they did a Bohemian
Shut the
Rhapsody
podcast down.
cover. All right, we're done. Here are the plugs.
But yeah, Knock Loose sucks.
Yeah. Okay, that's the whole reason I'm on this podcast,
Yeah.
to tell you all how bad Knock Loose is.
Just ignore Knock
Yeah.
Loose. Listen to Ninja Sex Party. Much better.
Liz also hated A Day to Remember until she saw them live.
Okay, I mean, they're okay.
You enjoyed yourself.
Don't tell me what I did.
That was one of the best shows ever. I'm not gonna lie.
That was
I had
super
a,
fun.
I had a good time.
I was like 7 beers deep, and I was having a good ass
I mean,
time.
if you're some music, anybody.
And there was like 1,000. I look up and there's somehow like 10,000 beach balls, and somewhere Cesaro is just screaming. He's like, my nemesis.
Like giant beach balls.
That's a wrestling joke for those
Yes.
of you normal people.
I get it.
Pat, where did you put it?
Ghost of Pat, my God.
I still want to make like a line of beach balls with Cesaro's face all over them. I love Cesaro, but you know what?
We can
was
make this
that was a
happen.
bitch move on your part for ruining everyone's fun out in the crowd.
I'm genuinely shocked that they didn't make a beach ball with Cesaro's face on it. Like, that seems like
That'd
a
be
Vince thing to
hella
do.
marketing.
like the face he made when his teeth got knocked apart.
Like, Vince,
That one. Like,
all you like is money. Why are you not doing the thing that would make you money?
He
More
doesn't
money.
like money. He likes making money with his ideas.
That's right.
He's actually been, I think he was quoted as saying, I'd rather make $1 on my idea than $100 on someone else's.
Also throwing that out there, I
That
will
makes a lot of
definitely
sense.
fight Vince McMahon in a cage match right now.
Well, I mean, he's 74.
I didn't stutter, Justin. I know
But
what
he
I
has
said.
all of the steroids, so that'd be a tough fight.
Suddenly grab a can
I am the
and start
size
beating
of a
it.
very large fourth grader, so I still take that fight, all right?
say those grapefruits are now raisins at this point from all the roids he's done.
Talking about his nuts.
The grapefruits.
How long have we been young?
I don't know. It's
I'm
hey,
gonna do
not
the rest of
Whistle.
the show.
How long has the podcast gone so far?
I've been
All right,
having a
time
good
to end
time.
it. Goodbye. No,
This is
Five minutes.
okay. Thanks, not Winsel. All right.
Ghost of Trey, what do you think on this subject?
Well, you've hardly spoken.
I've seen a lot.
Oh.
He is me on the McRib episode right now.
Well, that's because
Normally he
else
talks
is
a
busy
ton.
eating.
People that don't know who Trey is, normally he talks a ton.
Oh my god, just ask him about the SCA and he will appear out of nowhere.
Oh, why did you have to bring that
Hey
up?
Trey, do you like
Ask him
swords?
about his hobby.
Trey, do you like having beards larger than should be legally allowed?
Trey has a phenomenal beard, everyone. Just say it.
Trey, is there anything you'd like to say? Well, thanks, everybody. Had to get one last shot in.
Of course.
Well, for the one of you still listening, we want to say thank you for sticking with us, and please badger the rest of AYCH to have us back on so they can continue to grow in popularity with us, because they need us. You need us. You all need us. Listen to our ideas. Listen to our opinions. Become us. And now for some plugs. I have a list here that Pat left before he went out of town.
Far, far away.
Again, this was episode 123. Please rate, review, leave. I think it's supposed to be like and subscribe to All You Can Hear on iTunes, Sajidba, I think that's SoundCloud, Google Play, and Spotify. And be sure to listen on SoundCloud to the playlist of my guest appearances and also Liz's Empire Strikes Back appearance for the 5 greatest episodes, soon to be replaced with the 6 greatest after this one goes up, because this is the best so far. Also, follow the podcast on social medias. Twitter, at AYCH Podcast. Instagram, also at AYCH Podcast. Twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear. And YouTube, All You Can Hear is the channel name, I assume. And anyone else want to say anything before we go?
The
Do
plugs
some
have lasted longer than the podcast. No, you can follow me, Liz Ray, on my art page at Fantastabad on Instagram, where I will sometimes post art 47 times a day and then go on hiatus for 6 months.
But everything you do is amazing.
I
Though.
love you, Mel.
Indeed.
And it keeps them on their toes.
Oh, is she gonna post? Is she gonna disappear? Who fucking knows? Here's a butt.
Speaking of which, all your dragons this month have been amazing.
The 3 that I've drawn.
They're like, there's still every single one of them.
Thank you. They love you too.
Trey, where
You
can the
find
people
Trey
find
sitting
you?
at one of our 3 local breweries, harassing some scared-looking 70-year-old man
Trying to talk about history. And
That's not true. You can find Trey on Pinterest at Thorfinn.
Oh, God. Pat, how did you get here?
You wouldn't believe it, guys. Somebody cut my brakes. I got here as soon as I can.
Portal opened up. Jesus, is Doctor Strange with you?
Cannon, where can the people find you and your
people-
crazy ideas?
Other people can find me on Instagram and Twitter at that Canon guy. Even though I'm more so on Twitter than I am on Instagram here lately. Yeah.
Mel, where can people find you?
Mostly on Instagram and Facebook. It's Misfit Mel for most of my tags. And you can see my journey into cosplay and more and my struggle and tears.
She does an amazing pirate Ariel, and everyone should be proud of her and watch her.
It has so many tears in it.
I will never forget the struggle of that trident during Magic City Con.
Oh, God.
And you
Glitter
were in the
everywhere.
Glitter, I am fine with that.
I'm still finding gold.
And Frank, you find people for your normal job because he's a postman.
You can find me wandering around Northport in an air-conditioned white metal box with sweat just draining off of me in copious amounts.
Find me at I Hate Cheesecake.
I am starting my own podcast. I hate everything Liz likes, which is about 5 things.
Yeah, come on. That's fine. Come at me, Frank.
Wait, you actually counted 5?
Warm
I've known her for like 6 years. I've gotten to
Kinds
3.
of cheesecake she likes, which is only 5.
That's not. I don't like blueberry cheesecake.
That's what I'm saying. There's only 5 cheesecakes that she likes.
Have you been lied to?
I'm sorry. There's four
Peanut butter cheesecake
cheesecakes
would be
and
so good right
dogs.
now.
Oh yeah, dogs. All dogs.
Even my little asshole Farkle.
I love Farkle, even if he barks every time the door opens. He headbutts kids, so that was a plus in
That
that.
did happen.
He has
did
bit
happen.
my mailman.
You're not my dad.
That's totally it.
All right, Justin, take us home.
All right, and you can find me at the comic strip on Hargrove Road in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
That's a lie. It's always me, except on Saturdays.
That's not accurate. I'm there after 5:30 and all day on Saturdays. You can also find me at Captain Shimmy's Kinda Art. I do doodles that are kind of art. I haven't done anything in like 3 months, but I'm getting there. I've been
He
busy.
learned from me on the not drawing thing.
And yeah, please come back for episode 124 for your regularly scheduled lads. I promise we're not going to be back next week, and I'm so sorry if you've made it this far.
We apologize for everything we've done.
Adam Cole, baby! I don't apologize for anything. We apologize for nothing we said, but we apologize that you had to listen to it.
Also, Frank Miller's run on Superman is the worst thing I've ever read. Read it.
Frank